Now that we have those fairy energies in the room, I want to welcome you all to the Spiritual Corner. My name is Prism P-Chan or PZ, whatever you want to call me, and I'm here with another collective message to see what you need to know at this time. We're going to start off with a Fairy Wisdom Oracle pull and move into the tarot. Let's see what we have here. All right. And it looks like we have believe, discovery, and lastly, the jewel of the sea. I feel like I'm really tapping into a lot of people who are new to this spiritual journey, because these cards very much seem like someone who is in the beginning stages of their journey, someone who's starting to really believe in the esoterical layer of things and how connected it all is spiritually to the earthly realm. With discovery here, I feel like you're starting to discover yourself, even source as well. And then the jewel of the sea is diving deep into your emotions, into yourself, into just I'm getting the treasures of you. We're gonna, of course, read the book because it's always good to get some extra tidbits in the reading, and then we'll move on to tarot. So 16, 15, and 5 are the numbers here. So for believe, the key word here is faith. You have pulled this card to remind you to believe in yourself, your divinity, and to have faith in spirit. This may be maybe a time when you have been facing questions about your life, asking for answers. You may wish to know if you are on the right path. This card tells you that you are divinely guided. Release all doubts. If someone tells you that your dreams are not realized, remember, who are they to judge your path? You have that voice within you that gives you your answers. It will not lie to you. Listen to the message. It will only give you sound advice. It may be time for you to evaluate your beliefs in a higher power. Realize that you are part of the higher intelligence. You are made of the same stuff. You have faith in your connection and rejoice that it is so. Believing is a very important step to actually manifesting good on earth. Believe also in the other realms that you cannot necessarily see. They believe in you. Like you, they are divine. They're divine by birth. They will help you work with the concept of faith if you just ask for help. So yeah, I'm getting very much you are in the beginning stages of your developing your belief system. Maybe you got curious with the tarot world. Maybe you got curious with just religion itself, spirituality. It doesn't really matter, but there's definitely a development in your beliefs, especially with discovery here. The keyword is potential. I believe that you are starting to gain faith, which is starting to help you gain potential in your ability to manifest. Everyone has the ability to manifest, but it's all about learning about the law of attraction and keeping yourself at a high vibration. And how you do that is by changing your perspective. You're already starting out at a good point by being divinely guided, or by taking divine guidance seriously. All of us are given little nudges and things to push us towards the right direction, but it's up to you to actually answer the call. And it looks like you have answered said call. So we now have 15, discovery, potential is the key word. This is a time to open your eyes and examine what is really in your world. Is it of your liking? Is this your view of reality encompassing all that it can? It is time to open up it to your unlimited potential. Delve into your life and discover all things new. Start a new hobby. What is it that you have always wanted to do but have had to put it on the back burner? It's time to do it. Get involved with others, join a group or a club, take a class in something that sparks your interest. Expand upon your life experience in a way that promotes your well-being. Be open to new ideas and new ways of seeing things. Listen to others' views and with an open mind. There's a lot to add to your life of being open and accepting change. Life is always evolving and constantly offering up opportunity for growth. Go within and grow. Go within and grow and learn as much as possible. So yeah, definitely getting here that in the past you were building up your faith, and you're on your way towards just really opening up a lot of doors for yourself, expanding and growing and learning about the spiritual, but also learning about yourself, expanding on yourself. A lot of us, we forget that we have the power to create this life of ours. And yeah, money is a factor, but a lot of the times we make things like money, resources, too high on the list, or we make it seem like we need all of this in order to do something, when like there are a lot of ways around it. Like if you want to travel, there are ways that you can travel for cheap. There's ways for you to also pick certain locations that are just as beautiful but aren't as expensive. It's not about the luxury resort and stuff like that sometimes, especially if you just want to travel and you just want to see the world. Who cares about what the aesthetic is when, you know, you're more so focused on the actual people and places that make up these places that you want to experience. But that's just an example. This can go for anything, like hobbies, skills, going a new route in your career, you know, making those big changes. Yes, we are so comfortable in the place that we are, but who's to say that we wouldn't go further in a different place, you know, just pulling ourselves out of that comfort zone. And I feel like you are currently there. You're starting to pull yourself out of the comfort zone. Maybe you're taking on a few more tasks. Maybe you're even building up a routine that you never even had before. Maybe it was just like whatever fits in your routine is your routine, like waking up, going to work. Um, Maybe you weren't contributing to your hygiene as much, whether that be spiritual or actual. Like, you know, maybe you wake up, just go to work, wouldn't dress yourself up, wouldn't brush your teeth, and that's just from you being in a state of, why do this if it doesn't even matter? And now that you've gained faith, it's you're starting to realize that all of these things matter. They're interconnected, and you taking care of yourself brings up your vibration before anything else. And I feel like that's just a example of you just instilling more investments into you, into who you are, and into who you want to be. Because you can't be that just by wishing it. You actually need to do it. You need to do the things in order to be at a certain stature that you perceive yourself to be. And now we're going into the depths of you in this future. The mysteries of sea expand our awareness into the mysteries of life. The sea is the reminder that there is much that we still don't know about our own world. Allow yourself to open up and into the unknown and explore the depths. Yes, so yeah, you're going into the unknown here. Become aware of all that you do, all at the same time. Know that the world in your life is unfolding as they should be. Let this mermaid guide you to the jewels that lie within. Water is representative of the astral water, the stuff from which all life is formed. Salt water purifies and heals. The seas are deep and mysterious, just as our essential being. There is much that we do not know about the sea, about ourselves. If you could journey to the very depths of your being, what treasures would you find? The journey is there for you to take, and a blessed journey it is. So go ahead and find those jewels that live within your depths. And how do you find that? Is by discovering yourself. And I feel like that is where you're leading into. You're starting to dive into things that really do connect with you, and thus finding the jewels that lie in you, those things that make you you, those things that make you unique, those things that you can only contribute to the world just because of who you are and that it is you. Okay, so let's see exactly where this is and how we can get this correlating. So 16, believe. Wow. Wow. How. So through the past, in the past, you were in a deep introspective mode and hermit. Um, and you were able to come out of that and go through a transformation, which it lifted the veils. How I'm getting with the moon reversed. So we have the hermit reversed, death, and the moon reversed. Bottom of death being Knight of Swords. Yeah, a lot of truth came out of this journey of you just finding your faith and really believing in a higher power and in yourself as well. Yeah, whatever this was that you discovered had you in some sort of mental prison with the Eight of Swords coming out on the moon. Let's see what that was. It was some sort of communication or forward movement that was delayed. Maybe you weren't sure of how to move forward, and something had to be revealed to you. And we also have the Six of Wands here. Something you've seen, something that was you recognized. There was something to recognize to kind of get you out of this this mental prison, because this mental prison is what was delaying you from moving forward. Let's see what exactly this. Temperance. So maybe you were having a hard time finding balance, peace, healing, and this had to do with your confidence, your light. I feel like there was some sort of discovery needed here about who you are, your creativity, your light. You need to embody your confidence. Maybe you even lost confidence in yourself, and through that you found faith. Because it even shows here that there was a period of, with the Nine of Swords, some sort of distress, some sort of just lost thinking that you were enduring, that you had to come out of. A lot of anxiety, a lot of restless nights. And this had to do with your personal power, your ability to manifest and change things in your world. And I feel that this is what helped you come out of this foggy, dark place. Trying to discover yourself and your own personal power, trying to understand who you are, and through faith is how you found that. And that's beautiful. I think that's what transformed you into seeing through the veil and seeing that there's more to this life. Maybe even seeing that there's more to you as well. Let's see the discovery. Wow. The star keeps coming out for my collective, and it's just beautiful. There's something seen, healed. This could be you shining as well, allowing yourself to shine, but I'm also getting healing happening after that period of finding yourself. Maybe even it was illuminated to you the lack of courage and the hesitancy that kept you out of your dreams. We have the star, strength reversed, Knight of Wands with the Five of Pentacles behind it. I'm really getting you discovering faith helped you find an outlet where you could discover more about yourself, and something was illuminated to you, specifically in the realm of your pride, in the realm of your confidence, your restraint. Maybe you dealt with a lot of impulsivity, a lot of ego trips, and you know, we all go through that, so there's nothing wrong with that. But it kept you out of your path. It kept you away from your path because you were hesitant. If you weren't hesitant, you were self-sabotaging. There's very much just going down the wrong path. But I feel like it was just like a path of learning. It was just like a lot of hard lessons here about yourself. Yeah, and I feel like with the Three of Wands and the King of Swords, there was just like a lack of expansion. It's like through expanding, you're realizing, gosh, I've been in the same spot for a very long time. I haven't really truly been expanding. And you're starting to like see yourself for the first time, maybe even thinking clearly for the first time as well, from the Nine of Swords reversed, well, the Eight of Swords to the Nine of Swords reversed to the King of Swords. Mastering your mind, really seeing things as they are, seeing yourself as you are. I would say like picking yourself apart, but it's more like you just want to understand how you work rather than like kind of bashing you. There's very much a detachment here with this energy. You're kind of just from the outside looking in, analyzing yourself. Let's give it one more. Yeah, there was definitely some things that you were hiding from yourself, about yourself. You didn't probably want. There could have also been a lack of confidence there with people and how they perceive you. So you put up some sort of mask, or there was things that you didn't want to face about yourself that now you're facing. Now you're seeing exactly where you went wrong or where you didn't necessarily put in action where you needed to. And now we're into the jewel. Here, take these. No? Okay, don't take them. Jewel of the Sea. Wow, beautiful. Yes. So there's definitely Eight of Cups, you walking away from things that just don't emotionally fulfill you. You've had your fill of these cups, you've had your taste of these, and it's not doing anything for you anymore. This routine that you used to have, these thought processes, this lack of growth, this transformation is what helped you change completely, or at least see the imbalances that lie in your life. And you're focused now on stability with the King of Pentacles. In the future, you're pretty much going to be focused on your stability, whether that be energetically or financially. I'm getting more on a pull of energetically, where you put your energy, more putting it in yourself, in faith, and in the jewels that lie within you, as well with this Jewel of the Sea. I feel like with the Ace of Wands and then the Four of Pentacles and the Lovers coming out, the Lovers is reversed, that you're letting go of this thing that stopped you from getting things off the ground, which I believe is holding on to, holding yourself back, or holding on to your comfort, which then in turn made you make the wrong choices with the Lovers in reverse. Misaligned choices, choices based off of impulsivity and ego or pride. I feel like there's going to be a period where you're going to be diving into those missed opportunities, and it's going to kind of skew your emotional state with the Five of Cups. But this isn't going to necessarily last. This is just due to you with the King of Wands and the Hierophant reversed. Interesting. And the Five of Wands reversed. I'm kind of getting, maybe in the past you used to keep the peace, but in keeping the peace, yeah, in keeping the peace, you weren't sitting in your power with the King of Wands reversed. It was very much following other people's lead. And I feel like with the Hierophant reversed, you're starting to get out of that dogma, that feeling of this is traditions to constantly give to others or give to a narrative that doesn't fit your path. Let me get two more for this. Page of Cups reversed, the Fool reversed, Two of Pentacles reversed, Three of Cups reversed, Six of Swords, Page of Pentacles reversed. This could also have to do with making the right choices in connections. Maybe even taking gambles that you can't uphold with immature energies, emotionally immature energies. So maybe you're also evaluating those connections that also keep you complacent and comfortable, and you're moving away from that. You're not giving to that. You're just not giving any energy towards that, especially with the King of Pentacles in the upright. I feel like you are very much going to be in your power of where you put your energy, and you're going to be more hesitant to just giving in to juggling your divinity or your sovereignty or your path and your faith with others who don't align with that same those same morals. Like there's like I'm getting people who aren't your soul family are kind of just going to drift out of your life, or you're going to drift out of theirs. This could also be what you were holding on to the wrong choices in connections as well. But this could also be connecting with things that don't align with you, that are in you. So the connection with older versions of yourself, you're letting those fall away as well. Wow, this is beautiful. Just a lot of development here, and you're not shying away from the things that are not so pretty about yourself, and I think that's a wonderful thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull some Fae Whisper for you, and yeah, we'll get out of here. Find enchantment in every day. Let your imagination thrive. Let go and renew the rain. Washes away the old. So yeah, I'm definitely getting a pull on continue to let this wash away. Continue to purge these things out of your life, and continue to channel that Queen of Wands energy, that creative energy, that sacral energy, birthing things into this world, like I said, that only you can. Whether that be just ideas around the workplace, or even having your own independent business, it doesn't matter. You have a lot to bring to the table. It's just, I feel like you're still trying to figure yourself out internally, and there's nothing wrong with that, because you can still get a lot of things done as long as you have a good routine and you're implementing those things that you want to do, those desires that aren't hindered by ego and pride. you're putting that aside and you're just going for your dream. So I want to thank you for watching another reading, and if this resonated with you, please leave a like or even comment and let me know about your own story. I'd love to hear it, and see you next time.